80s versus the team of the 90s, the Niners, the Cowboys. They're underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go. Here we go. All right, hey.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Get out. Check.
2nd down, Prescott. Dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
51 to Mike, boy. We're going to 54. Why is? They're running it. Hey, 47. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
65.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
4 down, 4 down. Wait, 20. Wait.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
21.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Awesome. Hey,
Prescott now on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll throw again. Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Prescott now. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
47. Everybody, wide in.
A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Spinning past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Garoppolo, complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. There goes Allen Hearns. Touchdown, Cowboys. Allen Hearns, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going up top. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final play of the half. Prescott buying time to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. They run with Breida, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7 yards on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Black 80! Black 80!
Here's McKinnon, and an alley to run. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Garoppolo on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
21.
They run it with McKinnon. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
21.
Now it's Breida. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Back now in Arlington. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The give is to Elliott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got this one down to the 10. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They start on the ground with Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now contact up front as penalty markers come.